Welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how I care for one of my favorite vegetables, collard greens. I grow them from seed indoors in my grow closet and outdoors on the balcony. I'll start by harvesting a few, then sharing how I grow them. I'm getting these washed and ready to store in the fridge. I cook with these at least twice a week. Now I'm going to start some collard green seeds. I have some cocoa coir that's been soaking in some water. I'll fill 3/4 of this tray with the cocoa coir. Then I'll lay my seeds down. I usually sow about 3 or 4 seeds per cell in this tray, and I'm going to be using 2 trays. Once my seeds are sown, I will finish with another layer of cocoa coir. So I'm going to fill that almost all the way to the top. Gently pack that in so that there's contact between both layers and your seeds. As long as there's enough moisture in this tray, these seeds will germinate within 3 to 5 days. Keep this in a warm spot. I'm setting this outside where it's sunny for now. Next, we have a more mature collard plant. I started this about a year ago and I've been picking from this since then. But recently I've noticed that the leaves have become smaller and smaller despite its maturity. I think the problem stems from the soil being too compact. I don't think the roots have enough space to really stretch and grow out. So I want to dig this up and modify it a bit. I'll start by gently nudging this out of its container. Luckily, the roots are not too deep. It's pretty shallow, so it didn't give me too much of a problem. The roots were still intact, and I'm even able to see the lighter tips of the new root growth. So I'm adding some amendments to the soil that'll do 2 things. One, get its nitrogen levels up so I can get some strong leafy growth. And 2, loosen up the soil a bit and fertilize the heck out of it. So I'm adding a few things to it. So we've got some alfalfa meal, blood meal, worm castings, and I also added more cocoa coir for some moisture retention. I really like how cocoa coir is very fluffy, but it's also strong enough to keep moisture where it's supposed to be. So I'll do that, and then I'll also apply the same treatment to a kale plant and another collard plant. It's a few weeks later and the seedlings are looking awesome. I'll take a few of the seedlings and grow them outside in containers. The remaining seedlings will be grown using the Kratky method in the grow closet, and I'll show you how that's done. So what that requires is rinsing off the roots, as you see me doing, gently pulling apart different plants so that I can have these separated. The tools I'm using are rock wool. That's what you see in yellow, that little square block. I also have net cups, clay pebbles, these brown things, and I also have 32-ounce wide mouth mason jars. So I cut a small slit into the rock wool. It's really easy because it's not that fibrous. You can easily cut into some rock wool. I have my rinsed off collard green seedling, and I'm going to slit that into where that opening is. I'm going to make sure that that's nice and snug, and then insert that into my net cup. The net cup should have a small opening at the bottom to let the roots hang out. This is how the roots will soak up all of the water that you feed to the plant. I'm adding clay pebbles around the stems of the plant. This allows more aeration and support. It allows the plant to stand up straight and receive all the light it needs. After you have your seedling in your net cup, what you want to do is place the net cup inside of the rim of your jar. It should sit nicely on top. I forgot to mention that these are 3-inch net cups. 3-inch net cups will fit a 32-ounce wide mouth jar. Now it's time to water your plants. You do this by simply filling your jars with water-soluble nutrients. I'm using MaxiGrow, which will provide strong leafy growth for all these plants. It comes in powder form, and I'm using 2 teaspoons per gallon. I fill the jar up until it reaches the bottom of the net cup. All right, it's about a week or so later, and my plants have gotten off to a really good start. They're downstairs in a grow closet away from these really hot temperatures, so they're under control and pest-free, so that's really great for me. As you can see, they've been drinking up this water and developing stronger leaves and, tons of roots. Those are all signs of good health. Thanks for watching.